Hey everybody, my name is Charles, and today we are finally going to take a look at the soundtrack from Zelda Breath of the Wild. This is something that you guys have repeatedly requested time and time again. We're going to take a look at it now. Ooh. What an interesting way to get from E flat major to F sharp minor. Yeah, it works though. That's gorgeous. Ooh, yeah. Nice. That is really nice. All that is just like a little motion to get from here, C major 7, to B minor 7. B minor 7, I guess. And we just flip the C from major to minor. That gives us a chromatic motion from C to B. Beautiful. Wow. Whoa! So we're just moving chromatically here. We have C major 7, C minor 7, B minor 7, B flat 7, sharp 11, but then we go to the A half diminished. That's interesting. Is that September in the Rain? Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah, it is. That's what I'm hearing. Right? Something like that? It kind of works. Here's that thing again. Yeah. Wow. So this soundtrack was actually originally written and performed on the piano. It had a focus on ambient music that was relevant to the environments rather than the upbeat music of some of the previous Zelda games. In fact, the composers, I'm not going to try to butcher names, but they're listed here. They made a rule for themselves that rather than just relying on utilizing popular tracks from past games as a form of fan service, they challenged themselves to create truly relevant and authentic sounds for the specific environments involved. Wow, this is beautiful. Really, really beautiful. We took a look at the Pokemon soundtrack and its original 8-bit format. What a different world. The ability to create recordings and simply just insert them into the game rather than having to rely on, 8-bit sound chips. Video game composers are now free to create fully scaled out orchestral works for these games, and that's what makes them, I think, just so beautiful and incredible. So this is really, really interesting. There's a lot of little motions going on. It's not simply just taking one basic concept and just kind of playing it over and over again. No, this is going places, and it has some very interesting motions in here. So let's check it out. So we have this first section, this really beautiful, just minor. That B flat in there, that's a different type of color right there. Yeah, and then again, we do this thing where you utilize a similar melody, but you change the harmony below it. And that kind of helps create like, okay, now we're going somewhere else with it, even though thematically it's still connected to where we just were. But sometimes it's nice to sit down at the piano. You just sit down and start exploring a few different chords. Like, just get some ideas in mind, and simple things. They don't have to be super complicated. I mean, you can just sit there and start to work through some things and kind of just say, okay, well, where does this feel like it's leading? And you wind up with creating some really, really cool stuff. What if I just took... And you could just sit there all day and just keep going on and on and on and creating these beautiful soundscapes. And that really sounds like a lot of how they approached this soundtrack, and hearing about the sort of the rule they set for themselves and say, you know, we're not going to just use the things that are popular for the sake of fans being like, oh, I know that song, it's great. And instead focus on creating things that are unique to the environment, that are relevant to the environment, and that are completely tailor-made. And that I think this just works so well. I mean, the music is gorgeous. The orchestration is beautiful. And it's so impressive to see video games kind of utilizing things like this.